Today is Friday. It's Friday, July 28th. Oh gosh, I have a credit card bill due today. How's it going? It's the Effin' Nerd Show on KUHS 102.5 FM, LP Hot Springs. How's it going, everybody? I got Jacob with me. I'm turning his mic on. Say something so I can hear you.
Hello.
Ooh, you're a little loud. Okay. Alright, so, that song was Collaborations Don't Work by the Sparks Brothers. The Sparks and Franz Ferdinand. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The reason I played that song was because apparently collaborations do work because Barbenheimer was a smashing success. Oh my goodness. I was looking at the box office just now for Barbie and Oppenheimer. So, there are two things to consider. So I want to see what the projections were for Oppenheimer, but everybody, I mentioned last week that I thought Barbie was going to do okay regardless because it has a well-rounded appeal, it has a nice number of audience. People are going to take their kids to it regardless whether or not it's PG-13. Just regardless of taking their kids to it. Oppenheimer I thought was a harder sell because. While yes, it's Christopher Nolan, it's boring Christopher Nolan, as in Christopher Nolan wants to teach us about history and stuff. But the reviews have actually been pretty good, and it was projections. Hold on, it was both of them did way better than anybody thought. Let me see here. I wanted to know what the projections were. So Oppenheimer's early projections were the $40 million to $50 million range. It made $80 million this weekend, which is ridiculous, especially if you think back at Tenet, that made no money. Also, let's take a look at the Barbie. I want to know what the Barbie projections are. Barbie. The Barbie projections. Oh, man. So I don't know what the project... it doesn't say. I can't get them. Hold on a second. 2 seconds. Alright, so Barbie was projected to pull $150 million, I guess. Really? That's a little high to be projecting. Well, it did almost $200 million. Right here it says $155 million, but, or maybe that was a projection like it's projected to get as we're going. Instead of the other one I looked at for Oppenheimer was projected to get before it comes out. But yeah, regardless, Barbie almost did $200 million this weekend. 155, and they're probably rounding up when some headlines say 200 million. But that's still god dang amazing. That's crazy. That's like, I told you. And I'm also going to wonder, how much did Mario make? Because if it can make, I want to know if it could be the highest grossing movie of the year or not. Let's see. How much did Mario make? Movie. God dang. I don't know about that, actually. Mario made $1.3 billion this year. That's crazy. That's huge. Well, that's not that. It's not crazy to believe, but that is huge. Yeah, I don't know if Barbie's going to do that big. But the fact that, I was looking at the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning opening weekend. Oy. But here's the thing. Alright, so Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning opening weekend box office was $54 million. That's even crazier to believe. Mission Impossible did less than Oppenheimer, which is ridiculous. But the thing is, Mission Impossible movies, they usually open pretty low, but the best thing about them is they have good legs. They get legs is when it can play for longer over a course of time. And especially now, with the writer's strike, writers and actor strike still going on, different studios are taking a look at the rest of the rest of the year's slate and being like, what can we push to next year in case this thing needs to go on longer. That's what the studios are trying to do, which I don't even know. But and just for context, I don't even know. I want to know what Guardians do. I'm looking at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 box office opening weekend. Guardians 3 box office opening weekend. 118. So Barbie made more than Guardians 3. That's great. That's not that crazy, especially with people's trajectories on Marvel. A lot of people kind of probably wanted to wait. Transformers, just going to see that too. 60 million. Ugh, that's not good. I feel bad for Transformers. Oh well. I don't know. I think that's about it. Those are the biggest ones. So yeah, Barbie. And what was Mario's opening weekend, real quick? Oh yeah, Mario smashed. Mario was 204 on the opening weekend. So, and that's United States alone. That is pretty crazy. Wow. Who would have thought it would have been Mario and Barbie to lead the summer? Well, here it is. And I honestly think both Barbie and, well, Oppenheimer, I think, is going to putter out a little faster because it's rated R. It's almost 3 hours. Can't really, even if you could take your kids, I don't think they're going to want to go because it's probably going to be boring.
I've seen people giving praise about Barbenheimer because they're like, oh, they're the non-sequel, non-adaptation movies making money. Although, to be fair, Barbie has brand recognition and Christopher Nolan has brand recognition. And both absolutely heavily leaned onto their brand recognition in their marketing. Well,
yeah, they did. But also though, what I appreciate is Barbenheimer was a meme, and I think the meme one. I think that helped carry over. Like, yeah, you say Chris Nolan is a name or whatever, but Tenet did trash. One, because of COVID, but two, because he was pushing so hard to get it released in the theaters so early because he didn't know what was going to happen. So, and people know, I mean, obviously nobody's going to go because it was COVID. So, I don't know. But still, I don't know. It's an R-rated movie, Oppenheimer, and it's about an old guy.
Yeah, it's about real life.
Yeah, no kid wants to see. And also, the only reason it's released right now in the summer is because it's Christopher Nolan. If it was anybody else, it'd be in November, December. And the way people are talking about it, it's like, maybe you should have waited for them, because it could maybe win an Oscar, maybe. I don't know now, since it's coming out now, I don't know if it can win an Oscar, because people have short memories. They'll forget by the time it's November. But yeah, it's true. Yeah, they have brand recognition, but they are two things we haven't seen and haven't been seeing all year. Especially Barbie. Like, yeah, Barbie is a brand, but we have not seen like female directed, obviously probably written. No, yeah, Greg Gerwig also wrote it. Also, big budget. Like, this is like a superhero movie that was like made and written by and created for the female demographic, and was not Black Widow and wasn't Captain Marvel, and I guess it's coming off genuine and good because the reviews are good, and I don't see it slowing down. It's going to keep going.
Did you hear about the controversy around its success about the Mattel Cinematic Universe?
Is that real?
So, like, I don't know what that is exactly, but
they're the toy company.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, with the success of Barbie, we're considering that a green light on all these projects we had that we were already thinking of doing, but we're considering the success of green light for like Barney, just a bunch of other toys. They're like, we're gonna make all these movies, and then people got really upset out. They were like, how dare you? They were like, how dare you use the success of your movie against us?
I mean, that's how it works, though. And honestly, though. There was so they said they're going forward with Barney. I don't know if it's going to be from the same people or not, but if it is, Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out fame and a bunch of other stuff, he was developing a Barney. It's hard to say Barbie and Barney. He's developing a Barney movie where he's like, what's the phrase he says all the time? He's like, I love you, you love me. His whole crux of his idea was the idea of Barbie needs your love. And it's like a horror movie idea. It's like Barbie's not gonna... Barney! See? It's hard! Yeah, Barney is gonna be like... It's like a threat, almost. It's like, I love you and you love me, right? Yeah. And I wonder if they're gonna actually double down and make a a scary dinosaur kids movie, like a killer dinosaur, Barney. Do you remember any other Mattel things it might have?
No, because there's a ton of toy brands I know nothing about.
I think J.J. Abrams. I don't know.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams was mentioned.
Oh, okay. So he's developing a Hot Wheels movie, and he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be full of heart and grit, like Hot Wheels always what the cars, the little toy cars."
So yeah, they said they wanted their own MCU, and then people who were praising Barbie because they're like, "Oh, something original, something that's not a sequel or an adaptation," they're like, well, dang you. Now you're just going to try to make another cinematic universe.
I mean, yeah, but it's like... Yeah, it sucks. But that's just how it goes. I don't know. It's like... But at least it is different. At least they're toys. And you can change the concepts with the toys. And they're loose because they're toys. Whereas the comics and superheroes, all that's a little bit more cut and dry for a lot of people. I honestly want to just know more about, like, are we going to get Barbie 2? Or I want to know what... and also, by the way, Greta Gerwig, she directed Barbie and wrote Barbie, she's about to be doing the new Narnia movies for Netflix. Or apparently she's going to do at least 2. So I wonder if they do try to do a Barbie 2, can they get her back? And if they can't, what are they going to do about that?